Okay. Okay, I'm hoping that this is working right now. My YouTube keeps saying that it's giving me a problem, but anyhow, I just want to jump into this video real quick because I don't have a lot of time. And earlier I did a video about time signatures, and I discussed it very briefly. And I did one about 6/8. And that was what the discussion was. So if you missed out on that, you can go back into that where I go a little more in depth as far as the you know, about what time signatures are. Oh, there we go. Nice window protection. There we go. Hey, OJ, how's it going? I'm glad you tuned in. This is gonna be really quick, really freaking quick, cause I gotta make some dinner and shit like that. But anyhow. God damn. So earlier I did one 6/8, which I think looking back I might have been incorrect and it might have been 6/4. It doesn't really matter. It's the same shit, same concept. It's how you look at it and how you count the beats. Anyhow, I came up with a drum beat that was 7/8, and I think I had mentioned earlier that 7/8 is a pretty easier. It's a much easier time signature to get the groove of. Let me play the drum beat. I'm gonna play it again and quickly give you the count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? Top number, 7 beats per measure. The 8th note gets the beat. 1, 2, 3. We're quarter notes, so I'm like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? If I'm losing anybody, let me know. Oh, I'm really glad you're here, OJ, but here we go. I'm just gonna do a little quick improv on 7/8. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to try to delve into this topic of time signatures a little more often because it's always fascinated me and I'm into it. So let's do it. Okay, so I'm hoping that you got something from that. Damn, OJ, man, thank you. I'm glad you dig this. Who else is that in the chat? Nathan Oakley's Dresser and Patty's Cavalcade. Thank you for joining the chat. Yeah, I have to go run upstairs real quick and push a button on something for my dinner. So I'm gonna quickly just leave it's funny, my old band, one of the first recordings I ever made happened to be in a 7-time signature, so I'm going to play that in the meantime. I know it sounds silly. Some musicians might be like, why are you doing this? You know, why are you pointing out that you're playing an odd time? Why are you bringing attention to this thing? I already know this, but some musicians might not. They do it by feel. I've met guys and I've said, can you play in odd times and everything, and they're always like, oh, but they don't really know. And the point is it's not a focal point. Like, it's something you just absorb and then you move on. It's like a language of rhythm. It's something I always, gravitated towards, for lack of a better term, because I would notice certain times, like I brought up in my last video, Pink Floyd Money is in at 7/4, and a lot of people don't notice it because it grooves along so smoothly, it just sort of, So anyhow, just smashing guitars, no big deal. I just want to, bring some emphasis to this whole time signature thing, and I want to share what I can provide as far as helping musicians understand them and just incorporate them and make them become an internal thing and not something that you're not counting. Like it's like where you're taking the focus off the soul of the music. I just like it. I'm not a big fan of changing time signatures a million times throughout songs like some bands do, but I do think it's a good thing to jam in, and build the polyrhythms and expand upon all the different things that could take place, explore different time signatures. On that note, while I take care of my dinner, let me find this song real quick. Yeah, OJ, I'm glad that you appreciate that. I see you wrote, I think this is awesome, getting people to think outside the 4/4 box. Yeah, it's very natural with 4/4. I think it's very important for musicians to begin to pick up on, and when they hear it. Soundgarden was a band that did it. Pink Floyd did it here and there, Even the Beatles, if you notice, All You Need Is Love. If you listen to it, the verses part is in 7, Love, love, love. You can't, and I know it sounds like something you just overlook, and it's just like, why is it there? Why did they do it? Like, I don't know, was it a conscious decision, or did it feel right? That's all up to you, But I've just always felt that I always thought it was really cool to break outside of 4/4, just for anything else, the more I would study music theory, the more you learn the rules, the better you can break them, the more creatively you can break them. So let me find this song real quick. And I'm sorry if this. I'm sorry. I don't mean to bore you guys, but I'm gonna do like a series of. I'm gonna try to do like as many time signatures as I can. I'm even gonna work my way up to 15/16. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Not that I plan on really, getting crazy with that. There's certain time signatures that I think that are useful. 15/16. Yeah, I mean, I could point out songs that there's a song called "Remainder of the Black Dog" by Steven Wilson, which I believe is in like 15/16 or 15/8. And I thought it was pretty interesting. It was done with, the piano, and they built on it, and I thought it was really cool. So just give me 1 second, and I will find the song. I think this is it. Yeah, this is it. Okay. I hope it's loud enough. Yeah, I want to hear that. Send me that track. I want to hear the 9/8 song. OJ. Money is a great example. Let me know if you can hear this. I'll be back. Hope you guys are digging this. Can you hear it? Okay, good. I'm gonna let it rock. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Hey, Dread. What's the good word, son? This drummer is crazy, man. He would just get crazy. You're into that. So that was fun. Yeah, I do get carried away. I apologize for that. But, dude, I'm so glad Dred's here. That's awesome. Awesome. Anyone that does not know what's going on or know the title of the chat, the title of the chat, the stream, I started doing a little brief series about time signatures. I probably gonna cut this short, but I will be back. I'm gonna stream again, so and that will be longer. I'll probably stream for a couple hours. We'll see. So I'll go get some beers and shit like that. I just gotta grab my dinner. But so anyhow, this jam, which this will be left online, so that some of us that are musicians could kind of dig in. Some of us that are unfamiliar with time signatures. Some have a passing relationship, like, yeah, I know them, I understand them, but I really want to get some of you guys really, I want you to internalize them. I want them to become a part of you. It's like, oh, 7, you just hear it, you know it, you can play it. It's not, you're not counting it anymore. You know what a 7 sounds like. It's, to me, like, just like chords, people make shapes in their heads, whatever they need to use to reference the, to get them to access that information in their brain quickly. To me, a 7/8 is really just a 4/4 with that 8th beat chopped off. A little beatboxing for you, but like, listen. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A great example of or at least a part that's in 7/8 is that part in Tom Sawyer by Rush, which would work over this beat. I'm just saying. So anything I can, do to share that information, to get you guys to start practicing and playing. I'm not saying to just, like, oh, okay, I understand it. No, I want some of you guys that aren't familiar with it to start trying to improvise over it, become familiar with it, where it's second nature. A 7 or 8, it's a very good start. I think the 7/8 or 7/4, money would be technically, I guess, a 7/4, because 1, 2, it's where you catch that constant beat metronome action going on. So, I always had this weird fantasy in my head of mashing odd time signatures with music that doesn't belong, like, for instance, hip hop or techno. I actually did, many years ago, I met this really talented rapper, and I started throwing weird beats at him. I had this little, like, Boss beat machine. I just wanted to, like, fuck him up. Like, yo, he can't rap over this. Like, yo, throw me any beat, I'll rap over it. Like, all right. So I made a 7/8 beat. Not too far from that, but it sounded like a drum machine, whatever. But this dude was able to just flow over it. Like, could you imagine if that happened in real life? I don't know if anyone would notice or whatever. Now, I'm not saying this stuff doesn't exist. There actually are a few moments or songs that have an odd meter here and there in different genres. I can't say that every single genre doesn't, but it would be cool for. Could you imagine, like, progressive hip hop or progressive? When I used to hear of like the house music, doesn't mean the same thing. But I would think that, like, oh, techno music, progressive, it's gonna be in weird time signatures. Not. I would really like to hear it. I would really like to hear. Now, 9 Inch Nails, he's managed to bridge that gap. Radiohead has sort of done the whole digital meets analog and weird time signature thing. I think that's very cool. I think it should be done more often. I think people should. This is the time to explore. Music is not over. It's not done. It's not all been done. Every chord progression has been played, yes, but we can play with time signatures. There's all kinds of stuff left to do, man. I don't want to feel like, oh, it's all been done. So all you guys that are musicians and feel like, a certain way, like, get stifled, start thinking about these things And you don't have to keep shifting them and all that. Take one time signature and focus on it for the week. Start listening to music and counting out the beats in your head. Start listening to music and understanding why, and then it becomes second nature. Just like OJ said, Money by Pink Floyd is 704. Outshined by Soundgarden. That's 7/4. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And it's just a little cutoff of the snare, or whatever you got to do to make that stuff sort of roll through. It's a lot of fun. To me, it's fun. Some people, it's not they don't want to be bothered. But I happen to really enjoy it. I think it's fun. Just to take one time signature, play it repetitively, find the polyrhythms, the different ways you can break it down. You can still do the same thing with 4/4. Don't get me wrong. I still find new and exhilarating ways in my head to make a 4/4 sound like it's not 4/4. I mean, we'll get into that. That'll probably be the end, where I make a 4/4. It's like, tell me what time signature it is. You guys will all be sitting there, and I'll be like, man, it's 4/4. I'm gonna do that for you. You'll see. But listen, let me go get my dinner. I really hate bailing out in the middle of a stream, because this was only supposed to be really quick. I wanted to just throw out a quick 7/8 improv jam. I want you guys to keep listening to it, rewind it, listen to what's going on, listen to the beat. It is looped. I'm using the loop station for that reason, so you know that it's like, oh, the drummer fucked up there. You know the drummer didn't fuck up there because it's on a loop. Let me take a look at the chat real quick before I go check on my rice. Oh man, you guys are way too kind to me, man. You're seriously. I'm really humbled by the fact that you guys really, some of you, even like 2 or 3, like anybody really listens to this, So, okay, I can promise you this. You guys, hang around YouTube or whatever. Hopefully, if you guys are subbed, you'll get a notification. I will be back, and I don't know what the name of the thing's gonna be, but we're gonna have some fun. I promise you that. All right, guys. So stick around. Give me about a half an hour to 45 minutes. Let me shovel down some dinner, and I'm gonna be back, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight. All right, guys. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed this. This was my 7/8 time signature stream. Okay. I hope somebody learned something, or somebody at least enjoyed it. Even if they didn't learn something, they're like, they heard how I just become one with that time signature, especially improvising. It's like nothing to me. I feel a 7/8 like I feel a 4/4, and I never lose it. It's to me, it's internal. It's a part of my internal clock. So I want you guys to start thinking about some of you musicians, not everybody, and some of you that are non-musicians. I think it's also very cool to listen to music in that way. To know what's going on rhythmically, because people listen to songs. It's natural. 4/4 is naturally what the brain sort of. We have 2 common time signatures: 4/4, and the second one is waltz time, which would be 6/8 or 3/4. 1, 2, 3. That's a common time too. But I'll be back, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll be back in a little bit. So grab whatever you're gonna drink. Smoke them up, Johnny, because we're gonna have some fun tonight. I will talk to you guys very soon. Dread, don't bail out on me. OJ, I'll be back, guys. Take it easy.